Jeez. Time flies when you're... I'll take it. Excuse me. Pardon me. I couldn't help but notice your prostate. Oh, guys. We really need, you know what we need? This is gonna slowly turn into Bachelor D&D. We need we need a couple female players for Mighty Dungeon, man, to even out all of this weird prostate talk. Yeah, believe me. You know, I keep trying. You know, I keep trying to get some girls that might be interested in playing, and I show them our sessions, and they just run away. And I just really don't know. I don't know why. Oh, I'm really hoping I can use this die today. Oh shoot. Oh, shoot! It's waning. Hello, retro boy. I'm helloing you. Get helloed. You just got helloed on. Soup. More soup. Yeah, your superpowers only come from bites. So if you're Superman, you got bit by a man, dude. Bail. Hard bail. Bail out. It's waning. Oh, it's so peaceful. Oh, I wish I... This is why, on the first date, you go get tested. No, I don't care about STDs. I want to know if she's radioactive. And I will bite you. That's funny. That doesn't make any sense. Hold on, the stream can't hear you guys for some reason. That doesn't make any sense. I've run this stream so many times. So many times. Everybody in chat is like, who's he talking to?
Well, then
guys, what about that?
Fucking songs.
What about that?
Ooh,
How's that?
Shit. Hey, what
you
up,
can see
Grieve?
the overlay working, correct?
Look at that, man.
They can hear us now.
Now you can hear it? Okay. Alrighty.
So
we were doing some tweaking on the stream last night, so...
You guys didn't miss much.
We were talking about...
What were we talking about?
Is it worth repeating?
No.
It wasn't that good of a bit.
No. But it was a bit.
It was a bit.
An attempt was made. Wait!
Sure.
Oh, it was a bit. That's the best part!
Yeah. Oh, no.
That's the bit!
I need a
That's
hero.
the bit. Oh, it's so good.
I need a hero.
Who are we welcoming in? We had a little raid?
Grieve the Barber. I know that guy.
Grieve the Barber. You know that guy. Tell me if one fun fact about Grieve the Barber then, if you know him.
He's a legitimate barber, and he, like, I don't know if he runs the shop or just works at it, but he does good work. He's got a nice mustache.
Yeah? Wow.
Yeah. Lives in a foreign country. Probably not foreign to him since he lives there, but
right.
Foreign to me.
That's awesome. What's up, Heim? Reminds me of Tusky.
Norway, that's
Norway.
right.
Yeah, we have a bunch of Norwegian people.
I didn't want to get it wrong.
That's probably our number one demographic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Norwegians.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, what would have happened if I was like, yeah, he's from Sweden? He would have fucking jumped me in the streets.
Would he?
Yeah.
Well,
Are Norwegians like that?
Well, he would take a boat over.
Yeah, he would take a boat over to get onto the streets to then jump me.
Yeah. Okay, we've already started a little bit late. You guys ready to play some D&D?
Yeah.
Dice ready?
Yeah.
Everybody good?
Yes.
Okay, alrighty then. Let's switch it on over to another scene that hopefully is working correctly. Hello, everybody. Let me know if you can see / hear everything. Welcome to episode 6, the Mighty Dungeons Eberron D&D campaign. Mini campaign. Arc number 1, very excited. We've got quite an interesting episode for you guys today. Some overworld travel to another destination in the country that has resulted in a very unlikely collision of storylines, which could affect the world as we know it. Hello, Dr. Combos, Spinksy, Heim, Flapjack. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the D&D show. That is one good-looking microphone. What about the dude sitting behind it? What the heck? All right, here you go. This will be the show. There you go. I hope you guys are excited and ready. We are down 1 player today, and we also are most likely, guys, I don't know if you guys, the players in Discord, know this either, but we're most likely going to be down 2 players next week, so we might have a week off next week, or do maybe a fun one-shot, or maybe have Falcon run something, or maybe just take the week off. So enjoy this session, because it's going to be the last one for a couple weeks here. Let's go around the horn and say hello, everybody, starting with Mr. Franco. Hello, sir.
Hello, hello. How is everybody doing?
We'll wait for them all to answer you.
Yes, on their turns.
We have somebody who's feeling a little bit under the weather, both out and in character. Hello, Gozira.
Hello. I have tuberculosis.
And then next, we have the PH is silent. Awesome video on D&D canon and whether or not it's legitimate anymore. Appreciated that video, Jordan. Jordan, what's going on?
Nothing much. Happy to be here. Excited to play.
And Jordan and I did something very special on, was it Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay, because Zyxx, the goblin in the party, was not present last episode because he was doing some other things that we played out on Wednesday, and I recorded, and most likely will be a Patreon thing. But he will be rejoining the party today. And then Marstone. Hello, Falcon.
Hi.
You want to shout out anything you got going on?
No.
No?
Just the horn.
Okay. All right. Whoa. Hold on. Sound the horn one more time. What was that?
It's the horn.
It sounded like a really sad
That's
There you go.
better. There you go. The first one, like Discord cut it all out. It just sounded like a really low fart.
No, it didn't. I just did fart noises through it.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So, we are going to do a quick recap of what had happened last time, and then we're going to jump right into this rainy evening above an abandoned inn off the side of the road. So, oh, also, I was talking about a dice earlier. Kind of hoping I'll get to use this eventually. I don't know if I've shown some of you guys this die, but it's a very special die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that eventually we get to use that bad
Hopefully
boy.
not on me.
Yeah, listen to this.
It-
Jordan, I don't know if you've seen this before or not. The death saves die. Okay. Listen to this. Ready? Thing weighs like 5
You live.
pounds.
Oh no.
Okay, recap. Last time, on episode 5, the group had just got done training some of the young recruits down at Arithon Keep. There was a quick conversation between Darrow, the shifter, and the goblin in the party, Zyxx, before Zyxx exclaimed that he had to go take care of something. Darrow then caught up with the group, and giving Zyxx his space, they all decided that it was a bit more urgent for them to return to the north, to the homes and cities in Thrain that were native to Gabriel, the cleric of the Silver Flame. So they decided to head out from Arithon Keep, wishing the members of the Thousand Yard Stare well as they left the wall of the Mournland. After traveling for about half a day and the night sky overtaking them from above and the stars coming out, their tired and weary bones, after walking for 8 to 10 hours into the evening, they find what appears to be a building, dilapidated, an abandoned Gold Dragon Inn, left vacant and vandalized after years of decay. Upon investigating, they realized that this was a bit of a sty. It was a den, perhaps for travelers who weren't so responsible with leaving things as they were kept, and inside it stank of rotted things. There was broken in furniture everywhere, but still signs of an inn, of a tavern that once was, at one point long before the morning, perhaps even before the war. It was here that they discovered an appearing to be homeless changeling. And they know him to be a changeling because he is in his natural changeling form. After speaking to him, they decided to co-inhabit the space in this inn for the time being. But instead of resting immediately, curiosity got the better of them, and they started to pick apart the remnants of this inn to see what had happened here. After moving some furniture, some pictures, finding some things, including a trapdoor into a hidden cellar, a few of the players clocked another group of people moving along the road in their direction. 2 Warforged heading the charge, followed by 2 more people behind them, and trailing them, what appears to be, in the light of the night, a floating coffin-like box. And that is where we're going to pick up episode 6 of... I almost forgot! The Mighty Damn Dungeon! Woo! The world of Eberron. And the catastrophic magical nuke that set off the Mourning. A towering 1,000-foot-tall wall of thick mist that erupted and consumed 1/4 of the entire continent. Every single D&D sourcebook alludes to maybe what caused it, but there's no official answer. So that's why every Friday, 5 p.m. PST, twitch.tv/Kugo the Mighty, we're gonna find out together. I'm sorry, was that immersion breaking? Should we go back to the thing? Now, as we zoom out, the players had been traveling north from Arithon Keep and had stopped in an abandoned inn just north of the Thornwood. It is the middle of the night, and this group along the road approaches. What would you all like to do?
So, we just opened this trapdoor on the ground, correct? And it was Gabriel, the one going down. And I believe it was Marstone, the one that saw this group coming up. But I don't think K1 noticed.
K1 is looking into the trapdoor right now.
Yes, because using the eyes, yes.
Yep, and I've kind of made Gabriel aware of the group coming by. So I'll ask him, what do you make of that?
I'm gonna look out and see if I even see them. Because he just pointed out that way, right?
Sure. I mean, you would also be very, very much aware that you are and have been giving off light inside the house, but also the group that's along the road is also traveling with some source of light. Make a perception check.
Okay.
And also, you guys notice as Gabriel gets away from the trapdoor after it being opened, he starts developing a little bit of a cough.
Oh, please don't make me cough. Can my larynx just be fucked?
I'm also trying to figure out. Oh, I know what's happening here. Oh. Bear with me 1 second, everybody. We'll get this roller running here. Game log. There we go. A 6. It just looks like a large group of people coming up the road, and you can see that there are definitely 2 Warforged standing out front.
Were they coming from like the way that we came up?
Correct.
Did they look like anybody who was at the wall with us?
Not for a 6.
And I kind of grab my throat. K1, maybe close the cellar. I don't know. Maybe something got in my throat.
You sound horrible.
I feel like my throat's on fire.
Do I see anything other than the stairs and the bottom floor?
It's a ladder.
It's a vertical ladder?
Correct.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Goes straight down into a dark stone floor.
Gotcha.
Maybe about
Okay.
10 feet down, not far.
I'm gonna close it then. He asked me to close it. I'm gonna close it.
Okay, you close it.
And then I'm gonna go stand next to them, like a little bit motionless, kind of clueless of what's happening.
Maybe we should make our presence known.
They don't seem to be hostile. They're not openly carrying weapons or anything, so perhaps that's not a bad idea.
Strength in numbers, just in case something else happens around here.
You also, at this point, you can hear, everybody can make a perception check, including you, Zyxx.
I was gonna ask if I was even there.
14 for the Warforged.
5, I'm just concerned about my throat.
20
15.
unnatural.
Nice. So, we'll start with Zyxx with the 20. In an effort to catch up with your group, you take a little bit of a shortcut through the forest, and you finally breach out of the tree line and see down the hill this group. Two very, very large Warforged. Behind them, what appear to be two female figures, one taller, long white hair, and one halfling. And following them, you see a large, long wooden box on top of a floating disc. And as the rain starts to come down, you see them scurrying closer to this dilapidated building. And you know, you just know that if you don't see your group in sight, so you put two and two together and you think they must be in that building. And you can clock all of that. You see all of that happening. And everyone else that's inside, let's see, K1 and Marstone, you hear a more high-pitched female voice yelling from outside. And K1, it sounds a little muffled to you from the rain, but Marstone, you can just barely pick up.
Hurry up! Put the package inside the overhang over there! Just get inside and clear it! Somebody go find that damn ring!
As you hear, like, it almost sounds like a small squadron of soldiers now as they pick up the pace, and you hear the two Warforged outside kind of making this jog.
I kind of, not whispering, but not at a full volume, kind of tell Gabriel, perhaps that's not the best idea. Ready yourself.
And you can hear them muttering to each other just outside the broken windows of the room that you're in. And because of the complexity of the situation that you are not aware of just yet, I'm gonna need everybody. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
It looked
Hold
like
on.
it was gonna be cool.
I'm gonna need everybody
Do it again.
to roll initiative.
Hey! That's cool.
I'm very excited, but I just can't convey it through my voice.
Did I get a long rest from my in-between adventures?
Let's see. You got a short rest.
Okay.
Your friend said, heal me immediately, please.
You got a short rest. Because your group did not stop until now either. So, what we got here? We got a 15, a 6. It's gonna bring up for 11. Ooh, that's very good. You guys will be going first.
Ooh.
What would you guys like to do? Just outside the window, you just hear this of some kind of magical device and just bickering from this one small female humanoid that you have not quite seen the details of yet. And you hear stomping of large metal feet coming up to the front doors of the inn.
Can I ask what because on the screen the box kind of looks like a coffin, but is it a crate or is it like a coffin?
Go ahead and make. I want to say Zyxx, you're probably coming down the hill at this point, so I'll put you down
I guess
like at
that's
the
a good point.
furthest.
Where am I?
I'll put you down at like the furthest most point as you start sprinting in the night. Not sure if this is going to be bad or good or what is even happening here. So
That's
we'll
cool,
go
though.
ahead and put.
Sprinting in the Night was Zyxx's 80s cover band.
God
so
damn
in
it.
high school.
Nice.
So it's fitting,
So-
really. So, anyway.
So go ahead and make another perception check. I'll give you this one for free.
22.
Yeah. It doesn't look fancy. It looks crudely put together, but it indeed is the length of like a human-sized thing.
Okay.
What would everybody like to do? Movement, action.
I will move into the hallway and kind of stand ready near the front door.
I'll go.
How close?
Right about there, about 10 feet off.
Okay.
Gabriel will go with him.
Are you readying an action, or are you just standing in the way?
I am going. I can't ready a spell, can I?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can ready anything. Yeah. You just have to
Um,
be specific.
I am
No.
going.
Per the rules, I just want you to know this. If you ready a spell
Mm-hmm.
and you decide not to cast it, you still lose the spell slot, is the idea.
True.
Oh, okay.
True.
Well. Yeah, we'll do it anyway. So I'm gonna ready command, and anybody who tries to move past us, my command word is halt.
Okay. Roger. Okay. Who's next?
Are we preparing for battle?
You saying that out loud?
Yep.
Okay. You hear outside.
Who's that? What?
Well, so much for the element of surprise. Who goes there?
And I'll just be running up stealthily, if I can.
Okay.
Because I still don't know if I think my friends are in there, but I don't 100% know. So.
Okay. With your perception check earlier, you heard Marstone yell.
Ah, damn it, they're in there.
You want to move? How much? This is 60 feet. You could, like, almost get up to them. There's also a large crashed dragon statue
Yeah,
in
that's
the
where I
ground.
wanna go, is
Yeah, sure.
Behind the statue there.
Sure. You got it?
I guess I'll just yell out. State your business, friend or foe.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume that's all of your actions. Darrow is in the corner with all the firewood in his arms, and he's just backed up against the wall. K1, you also notice, as he does that, one small bug crawls off of Darrow. And you can hear Darrow go, no, 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 as the bug crawls off of him and starts making its way over towards the trapdoor. And at this point, this is most definitely what would happen. Okay. You kind of brace an arm up to your face, Marstone, as the front door that was almost off its hinges just gets smashed against the side wall. And you see, first and foremost, an enormous Warforged, like maybe about 6 inches taller than K1, and looks like his torso is built from other Warforged bodies. Like he has an additionally big plating, metal plating in the shape of like a V, making his torso look enormous on his legs. He's just this wall of a beast of a Warforged that you clearly look up at the head, and as the eyes blink yellow, you see the mark on the front of the forehead, and it is very clearly a military-based unit. This is a Warforged that was created, that you would have seen on the front lines in the war, fighting for multiple sides depending on the tabards or livery that it had on it.
Okay.
And it stands in the doorway. The other one kind of waits for a second because this front one looks straight at you and just says, "Who are you?"
Travelers seeking shelter from the rain. Who are you?
"I am Wall." And he turns around and says, "Spoke. Travelers seeking shelter from rain." The one behind it nods and then runs over. And you hear some talking. Let's see. Oh, I hate when Roll20 does this.
Wall is a very fitting name. You're enormous.
"I am in agreeance. Stand by." And he just stands there in the doorway, just like flexing and posing with his huge Dorito-like body.
I'm gonna start getting closer, like very, very, very slowly.
And just peers around the corner.
Until I'm right next to Marstone, and I'm gonna look up at this Warforged and extend my hand.
So you're gonna go up to the Warforged?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna extend my hand towards him. Hello, I am K1.
His big yellow eyes blink a couple times as he looks down at you. He's like a good 5 to 6 inches taller than you are. Just massive. No response, though.
And my hand is gonna stay there for a few, like, longer seconds than you should, even if you notice that the other person is not gonna shake it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna tilt my head to the side. You are not very friendly.
He says, "I was not built to be." And then the other Warforged puts an arm in and sneaks into the room beside him. A more athletic, naturally looking built infantry style Warforged sneaks in with the same kind of yellow eyes that blink a few times. As you also see through the doorway, Wall kind of turns sideways, making his presence a little bit less intimidating, and looks out the one busted out door as you see approach a halfling woman. And I believe I have a picture here. Let me grab it really quickly.
I'm gonna extend my hand towards the new Warforged. Hello, I am K1.
Make a persuasion check on this one.
Persuasion. This is gonna be the first one ever. 7.
7?
Yes.
He reaches out and just knocks your hand away. Like, get that out of my face. Like, he just knocks it out of the way with zero emotion whatsoever. And this halfling woman in the doorway comes around the corner looking very upset and very wet from the rain. She comes around, and you see this small halfling, dark hair, a large silver nose ring in one ear, and a bunch of silver rings in the left ear, with this mix of regalia that is both dark, fashion, gothic in style, but some functionality, and a large bracelet on the left hand. And she looks in and then folds her arms and says, "This property doesn't belong to you. Now get a move on. It's not your personal shelter."
And I suppose it's yours.
It's not even your business. Whoa! And Wall starts moving a little bit closer to you guys. She says, "I suggest if you want to make this easy, you would do well to just leave now. I'm getting very wet in the rain."
Please come inside. Have you no pity for us who will also be wet in the rain should we leave?
Make a persuasion with disadvantage.
Okay.
I believe there is room for all of us inside this building.
Oof. Oh, no!
That's a 0.
Yeah, it is.
She says, she turns to her right, and you see another taller humanoid woman with light red and gray light armor on, long white hair in a ponytail, very pale skin. She looks up, and the taller woman looks down and says, "Miss Ulafel, what say you?" She looks back at you guys, kind of like standing your ground inside. And she says, "Get them out!" And now we're gonna roll true initiative because we are now in hostile territory here.
Gravy. Oh, I warmed up my dice too good. I rubbed all the juice out.
I have a question, guys, because I can't figure it out. So for some reason, my character sheet says that I have a +5 initiative. I should not have +5 initiative, but this is
how do you
all.
have a +5?
Yeah. I didn't roll with a +5 on the previous one. I just rolled dexterity because that's what initiative is. But for some reason, I have a +5 on my sheet. Do any of you have any idea why, off the top of your minds? I don't have anything as a warforged that gives me that. I don't have any spell on me right now that gives me anything like that. But the initiative, I cannot even modify.
Offline.
What?
We'll probably have
I don't
to
know.
discuss it offline.
Initiative. Okay, so everybody roll?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. So we had 7, 3, 3, 1.
Not good.
Whoo! Let's get on in here.
This combat could have went a lot differently if we would just went first. Just leave.
Yeah, I was gonna say
right,
we
we're
don't need
done.
to fight here. We're out. I mean, we can still do that.
You can still, you can still do whatever you want. So, Wall is gonna charge Marstone.
Okay.
Just getting his sheet up here. All right, there we go. Yeah, as he charges you, his torso is so large and overbearing. It kind of reminds you of during the war when you had seen, like the larger. The name escapes me now, but not quite the Colossi, but the larger Warforged that literally had zero, like soul, like zero personality. They were just like these huge, multi-armed, multi-weaponed machines of chaos. It looks like he's taken parts and put them on himself.
Okay.
And he reaches out with one of his arm blades, and that is going to be a 14.
Not going to be good enough.
Okay, so
So-
you reach up and block it.
Yeah.
And then he is going to swing one more time. And also, once again, he's almost taken aback. He thinks that you guys are squatters. And yet here you are, Marstone, of the Carnathi army, just blocking his attacks. And you hear a little bit of a,
Wall.
not expected.
Wall, we don't have to do this.
While Spoke is going, make another persuasion check. Because I like what's going on here. Spoke is going to attack you, K1. First one's gonna be a 15 to hit.
It hits.
Okay. So it's gonna be five slashing damage.
Gotcha.
And then he's actually not going to arm blade you again. He's going to reach out his leg and attempt to kick you backwards.
Okay.
So I need you to make a... Why don't you make either an athletics or an acrobatics check? Your choice.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna try to stand my ground. An athletics
Okay.
of 11.
All right. You do, as he reaches his leg up and tries to kick you in the center mass. You brace yourself and your arms instinctively go up to catch the boot, and you push it off of you as he stands down and then looks in your direction. And then they slowly just start moving ever closer towards you. The halfling kind of turns away, looking like fully confident in like the situations being dealt with, as the Kalashtar also moves into the doorway. And you notice the Kalashtar has the hilt of something in her hand, and as she extends her hand downward, the blade retracts out of the hilt into this long, almost thin katana-like blade.
Please, Wall.
It is now your turn. Everybody's turn on your side, including you, Zyxx, if you wanted to go. You see out front, Zyxx, the halfling is crossing her arms, and she's just, I'm getting wet!
Yeah, that's... I would like to get within 60 feet of the halfling and the other lady. And I'm gonna send out a bunch of fireflies, and I'm gonna cast fairy fire on them.
Where do you want to... Where would you like to get to? You got a lot of room.
I gotta be line of sight, so I guess I'll be in front of the statue. If you just want to move me up, like, yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. And they got to make a save for fairy fire, right?
Yep, it's
Alrighty.
DC Dexterity 13. DC 13 Dexterity saving.
Dexterity 13s, okay. So, first and foremost, the halfling is going to get only a 12.
All right.
And then the Kalashtar is distracted and also fails. So describe what that looks like.
Man!
Yeah, so I send out a bunch of bugs, and they're fireflies, but they're off. and then they fly, and just as they get close, like they kind of look up, like what's that noise? And then all of these fireflies just like stick on them, and they can't get them off. The more they swipe off, the more they're like swarming around and everywhere. So they.
All right.
Yeah. So if you attack them, you have advantage, and they can't hide.
The halfling is clearly bothered, and it's nighttime, and so she is just like, what the kind of foul bugs are these? She's just swiping at the air. The Kalashtar notices them all settle on her, and she kind of side eyes and doesn't move. Although she is lit up.
That's awesome. She's clearly the most badass of the group. I would like to use a bonus action to hide as I snuggle up against this dragon statue again. Hopefully they didn't see
It's
me.
like down and it's like in big pieces and chunks all over the place. So go ahead and roll stealth.
Uh, 22.
With disadvantage as well. That's nuts.
Yeah, that was two 16s with
That's crazy.
disadvantage.
Okay, that's Zyxx's go. Everybody else?
I'm gonna step up and extend out my hand. I would say a couple words, but they just come over garbled. But a word does escape that says flee. I'm gonna cast command at a second level on both of these guys.
Ooh, you get 2 targets for that?
Uh-huh.
Ooh! All right, what save do they got to make?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
12. I figure these guys are probably not the brightest. Hopefully.
First one got a 12. However, Spoke fails.
Ooh.
So it's on their turn, correct? On their turn, they have to do their best to
Speak
abide
one
by the
The
word.
creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. Yeah.
Correct.
Spell
Okay.
has no effect to the target if it's undead.
Question.
Awesome.
Do I notice that Spoke kind of got affected by this and Wall didn't?
Because the effect takes place on its turn, you wouldn't be able to tell that yet.
Okay.
And I just say, can we leave? Does this have to happen?
It does not. Please, madam, Wall, allow us to leave. We don't want trouble.
Is everybody in the hall? Everybody in the hallway's in agreement, correct? Of your intention?
K1?
K1?
Yes. I would like to talk, not kill.
So, you notice the Kalashtar in the doorway. This is what, I'll speed this up just because this is what would happen here. So, Spoke just drops his arms and leaps out one of the broken windows. Like, he just jumps out and you can hear like pieces of the wall and wood just like being snapped off as he tumbles out of the front. And you hear from the front, "What? What is going on?" And then you see the Kalashtar in the doorway kind of turn back to the halfling, looks at her, and then you hear just the halfling respond, "Yes, of course, I just want them to leave! We have things to do! They'll be here any minute!" The Kalashtar looks up at you. Wall also looks over at his Warforged companion and looks back. And he just says 2 words. Then leave.
Allow us to collect our things. And we'll be out of your hair.
He motions his hand out towards the inn, as if to, like, go ahead.
Okay. Then I'm going to alert Darrow and the Changeling of the situation and tell each of them.
How?
I'm going to go into the room on the left first.
Okay.
And I'm
You
going
don't
to...
see anything.
Oh. Then I'm going to just grab something and then walk into the other room. I don't think... Oh, no, I did. I left the bottle up by the chair. So
By
I'm
the
gonna
chair at
go-
the end of the hall.
Yep, so I'm going to go and grab that as well.
Correct.
And then I'll go into the room with Darrow,
Okay.
and I'll let him know.
I'll make my way out.
Darrow, as you come into this room,
Mm-hmm.
Darrow has the trap door open, and he's looking down.
What are you
And
doing?
he looks... The bug!
What bug?
I lost the bug! Zyxx's bug is gonna kill me! I need to get the bug!
That's so good. Where did it go?
It went down in the cellar!
Zyxx thinks to himself just randomly, man, I'm gonna kill Darrow if he lies.
Well, hurry up and find it. We have to leave. There are
All
people
right,
here.
all right.
They're
Okay.
dangerous. Be swift.
Okay. He starts climbing down into the basement. What would the rest of you like to do?
I'm gonna look at Wall again. I'm gonna step right in front of him. And
Okay.
I'm gonna look up. Why are you not friendly?
I have already answered. I am not built to be friendly. Now get your things and leave. His yellow eyes kind of blink a couple times in the metal structure of his head.
I don't know what I was built for, but my friends taught me how to be friendly. I think. Maybe you could learn.
Just blinks a couple times. What about the Gabriel?
Yeah, I'm making my way outside. I'm just gonna make a passing comment of you should be more careful of who you deal with.
Make an intimidation check. Who are you saying that to?
I'm saying it to the halfling.
We're all gonna die, but I like it.
It's not much. It's a 5.
A
My
5?
words are garbled.
She just goes,
Just grab my throat.
What? It doesn't matter. Just get fucking dry. Find me a towel or something. This place smells like shit. Spoke, go find the ring.
Spoke starts storming off. Actually,
Oh,
Spoke
no.
would go. Spoke is gonna go into this room first and roll an investigation check.
I'm gonna follow Gabriel and start getting away from here.
Okay. You guys pass. As you pass,
Oh boy.
the halfling turns to you. Wait. Is that's glamour weave. Where did you get that? She points to your scarf.
I found this when I woke up in the nightmare cloud.
Well. We don't have much time. If I were you, I would take care of that. She brushes off more water off of her clothes and goes further in.
Do you know what this is? You said glamour weave.
She walks away from you. So the Kalashtar follows. Wall sets up in front of the door. You get the impression that she is in a time crunch and she is not interested in having a conversation with you right now. Now, Marstone, you hear from down in the cellar, guys?
Is the cellar door still open?
Uh-huh.
What is it?
You're gonna want to say this!
We don't have time for this, Darrow.
Right, well, I don't know where the bug... Found the bug! But I am not getting it. And then he starts climbing back up the ladder in a hurry.
What?
He goes, just go. Go, go, go. You see him...
I'll leave the room.
Okay. Heading out, like, the front door?
Yep. I'll just, as I'm stuffing the things into my pack, I'll just walk past the halfling and the Kalashtar.
Mm-hmm.
And as I hit the front door, I'll turn and I'll kind of... not in a very grateful tone, tell them, thank you for your hospitality. Have a good night. And I'll do like a
to
short
Wall?
little... to, the ladies down the hall, and I'll do like a short, shitty little bow.
Okay. She squints at you. And you hear her openly just say, "That is the weirdest group of people I've ever seen together. I'm not gonna ask any questions. It's not like what we're doing is any better. Just leave!" As you pass, Darrow's like, "Sorry, lady. You're a big guy, aren't you?" And looks up at Wall. And then he takes a step outside with you guys, and he goes, "Oh, Zyxx is gonna kill me."
Hey guys, I'm over here, and I'll run up to them.
What?
Oh, Darrow, so good to see you. Where's my bug? And who are those people? Why are you letting them take your house?
Are you guys gonna go over to Zyxx?
Yeah, if we hear him.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Stay away
waving,
from me.
yeah.
Why did you let them kick you out of your house? It seems like a good place to stay. It's really wet out here.
It's not
It's
our
kinda-
house.
It's also kind of smelly in there.
Oh, so it's their house.
I don't know,
Probably
actually.
not, but
They mentioned something about more people coming.
Well, now I feel bad. I put bugs all over them.
Don't feel
they're not
bad.
very-
You see, noticeably, Darrow hears the word bug, and he purses his lips. And like when a child is trying not to say something, but it's so obvious they're trying to hide something.
Darrow. What?
Zyxx,
Do you know something to
buddy,
say?
I'm so sorry. Your bug went in the basement, and then
What happened? What happened
There's-
to Beatrice?
I didn't know it had a name. I knew it was a special one. I didn't know it had a name. Oh my god. Listen. Guys, okay, listen. There was a lot of stuff down there in the basement. Like, a lot of concerning stuff. And at this point, everybody roll a perception check.
Natural 20, 25.
Ooh. 14.
I see everything.
7.
16.
Yeah, so Gabriel, you're not feeling well. Everybody notices Gabriel, like he's got lots of like eye bags under his eyes. They're red and puffy. He's sniffling, he's coughing a lot. Something is affecting Gabriel, and you're not sure what. Everybody else, those are all really great rolls. So Zyxx is the only one that got above a 20. So everybody that got above a 10, you guys start to hear the sound of a large booming source of energy in the night sky. And you look over in the dark of night. There is a large purple ring soaring through the air into your direction. in the sky.
Um,
Zyxx, with your roll, you hear a small scream coming from inside the building. You notice the rest of your group's looking at the airship ring, and then you hear, like, faintly from with your goblin ears from the behind, there's a faint scream coming from the building.
So did you guys leave them in trouble? Because I hear a scream from inside there. Was there someone in the basement?
I look at
I'm
the
in
house.
trouble.
Like,
Did you
distress scream?
And what's with that box they left outside? And I'm gonna run over to that box.
Okay. You stealthing or no?
Yeah, I'll stealth.
Okay, roll stealth.
Zyxx.
It would be more like under the overhang over here, but yeah, you go over.
Oh yeah, that's an 8.
I'd like to get
Okay.
out of this rain, please.
What?
It's raining out. I don't want to be out. in
Yeah,
this
you guys are
rain.
getting soaked. As you approach the box that's sitting on top of this floating device, you notice. Make a investigation check for me, Zyxx.
15.
Faint wisps of mist are creaking out from tiny slits and holes in this casket.
This is not good.
Oh no.
And you also hear, while you're closer and over there, you hear the small halfling shout, "Where is it?" And you just hear this.
Okay, they're not concerned with me, so I'm gonna run back to my friends and
'Kay.
just be like, I think these guys are up to. There's like some wall mist coming out of that box, and I think they're hurting someone on the inside. Now I'm not like the nicest of people, but that seems really wrong. We should probably go in there and help them. I mean, not help them beat somebody up, but help the person get not beat up.
At this point, a medium-sized airship with a large purple flaming ring around it soars just over you, casting this large purple hue across all of the grass and the land as it goes over you and then does a skidding 180 in the air slowly, like a giant aircraft just spinning on an axis. And about 100, 200 feet away from you on a small hill, starts to lower down as you hear more yelling in the house.
Okay, that was actually pretty cool looking.
An incredible airship pilot, no doubt. That must be the party they were expecting.
I believe they were looking for this. I'm gonna take the ring that I took from the wall
Yes,
and put it on my palm.
small golden ring.
Well, it doesn't belong to them either. I trust us more than I trust them, so I'd say keep it.
They were
No, we
not
can find
very
it somewhere.
friendly.
No, they were quite rude, and with a misty casket, they can only be up to no good.
Are we attacking?
Okay,
then?
there's a lot of talking going on. I don't want to. We're gonna go attack, and I'm gonna run up there and fight her.
Zyxx, the changeling.
The what?
There's a changeling inside, or there was.
Does he look like a
Everyone
big
sees
guy that's
Wall
made of
walk
metal?
out.
Hunt it.
I'm gonna put the ring back on my pocket. I don't think we are prepared for this if they have reinforcements coming.
It sounded to me from listening that they don't really want these people to be here.
Are you guys still out in the open?
Apparently.
Okay.
Because I can't get anyone to do anything.
We're just like chilling at the statue right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Marstone a little bit, maybe nervous, maybe because he doesn't show many emotions, but he's like from one feet to the other, like eager to move.
Your call, Marstone.
We should leave.
Yes.
Initially,
I-
you guys see them kind of look over in your direction. You see the halfling kind of point over, and then the Kalashtar kind of puts an arm onto her shoulder from above. There's a lot of words being exchanged as you hear that the hum from the airship on the hill is kind of muffling a lot of the sound of the night. All the blades of grass underneath you, from the residual energy force being given off by the elemental ring, all the blades of grass are sort of being pushed away like blows of wind underneath you, away from the airship, as if a helicopter's landed slightly nearby. And you notice, instead of beelining it to you guys, you see the two Warforged go over. One of them taps on the casket, and they bring the floating casket back over to the group. And with the halfling still staring in your direction, wet from the rain, as a group they move across the road and up the hill towards the airship. What would you guys like to do?
I'd like to leave.
walk in the opposite direction.
That's where we came from, though. Let's just keep on going up the road.
Yeah, just carry on up the road.
But we're gonna be behind them if we keep doing that.
That's fine.
They're just crossing the road. They're going up a hill to an airship.
Okay. All right. We'll walk up the road. Is there any... I mean, the house is free now. Don't we want to have shelter again?
I'm gonna swap the music. You are officially out of combat here.
Not if there's potential for more visitors.
Yes, I agree. Maybe find a rock or something in which you can sit under and stay dry. I don't believe Gabriel is looking very healthy.
Yeah, I think we need to have Gabriel do some medicine on himself.
I'll
Gotta
be
use that
okay.
silver flame. But if my bug's still in there, can we go grab that quick?
Darrow?
Oh, the silent treatment, huh, Darrow?
Darrow is looking at the airship. And as they climb up this ladder, you see the device deactivate. The coffin hits the ground. The two Warforged both pick up one side of the coffin and climb up the ladder with it. And as the hanging rope ladder gets pulled up, there's a few blasts of energy from the ring as it starts to pick up. And you all see this small airship pick up speed in a southwestern direction, leaving you in, once again, the silence of the night. And Darrow looks straight up now, and you all see as the rain ceases and gives way to a starry night sky once more. He goes,
What is...
So, I'm sorry, do what? What'd you say, buddy?
My bug, is it still in there?
Your bug! Yeah, I went in the
Yeah,
basement.
Beatrice.
In fact, I kind of feel like you're going to want to see that. Maybe not you, K1. Maybe you stay upstairs.
What did you see?
Well, I don't really know, honestly. It was a lot. All I know is that K1, you should probably stay upstairs. And Zyxx, you should probably definitely go down there. And then maybe not Gabriel, too, because you're looking kind of sick. Here. He reaches out his stick, swirls it around above his hand, and produces a good berry. Says, Here you go, buddy. Eat this up. You'll feel better in no time.
I'm okay, thank you.
More for me, I guess. And he pops it in his mouth and eats it. My magic stick, guys.
Provide lookout. How about that?
Yes, as long as you stay outside the building, it seems to have an effect on you.
Just don't breathe in the air.
I don't breathe. I could go and not be affected by the air.
J1, Gabriel could use the company. Perhaps stay here.
Yes, okay.
Darrow, will you show us?
Yeah, come on. I'll show you. And he starts to head back. Come on, buddy. Turns back to Zyxx.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay, who's going inside? Where's everybody want to be?
Splitting the party.
Where's everybody want to be?
I'm going with.
I'm guessing we're gonna be down the road, like in the intersection with Gabriel, as far as possible from the building, so he doesn't get the smell close to him. Or we can stay at the statue. It's the same thing. Yeah, we can stay at the statue.
No,
Just
we'll
you two?
Keep an eye out. Yeah, we'll just keep an
Yep.
eye out.
Okay, yeah. There's enough chunks of this big statue to where if you sat down, you'd be obscured by it.
Okay. Well, while we're doing that, I'm actually gonna take the ring out and I'm gonna put it on a rock right in front of me. I'm gonna look down at it and I'm gonna extend my hands around it, and from the tip of my fingers, there's gonna be like beams of light of this cyan hue light that always surrounds K1, and I'm gonna like laser beam this ring as I start figuring out what it is, and I'm gonna cast Identify, which is gonna take 10 minutes.
You got it.
11 actually, but yeah.
All right, and Gabriel just kind of resting and keeping an eye out.
Yes, sir.
Gabriel?
Gabriel is AFK, sir.
Okay, all right. And then who's heading inside? Darrow?
Zyxx.
That's a different character.
That's not
I'd be
even
very
mine.
surprised if she showed up. Okay, and then you're going into Marstone?
Yeah.
Roger that. Okay, you guys head in. And it's even more of a mess than it was before. Just more smashed stuff, push things thrown into the middle of the rooms and the hallways, more stuff taken off of the wall. The door of the safe at the end of the hall has been ripped off of the safe. And on the ground. Where'd you guys like to go?
Firstly, I'm going to check in the bar area and see if I see anything, just at a glance, that would indicate the changeling that was there.
You do.
Okay.
The first thing you see is amongst the dark, musty colors of this abandoned inn, the shine of a fresh coat of the color red spread across the chest of a homeless-looking changeling laying in the middle of the room with his chest bashed in.
I'm sorry. And I leave the room.
Darrow turns to you. Where'd you go? It's not in there. You know where the trapdoor is.
I know where the trapdoor is. And I'll lead in.
Okay. Trapdoor is open. Zyxx, inside here, you see that a large blue rug has been moved away from the center of the room, revealing a trapdoor, which is flung open at this point in time. Darrow says, "Yeah, it was down there. It just climbed right off of me and just jumped right down in there."
Well, that doesn't sound like a Beatrice. She's usually more reserved.
I wish I had known more about her before you left.
And I'll go peek down with my dark vision and see what's in
Sure.
this hole.
You look down, and it is a ladder. That's a stone ladder that's kind of built off of the foundation, and it goes straight down to a stone floor. And it looks like it goes down into a very dark cellar room. Hard to see anything else from above here. Cobwebs and just like, you know, something that looks like it's been locked up for a very long time.
Yeah, I mean, Darrow, you went down here. It's safe, right? Like, what? Or did you not go down here?
I mean, yeah, no, I was down there. Nothing, yeah. I'll go
acting
first
real
again.
weird.
I don't care. I'll go down first. He just starts going down.
Yeah, I'll hop down there with him. Okay, yeah. Always put the fodder first. I mean, friends first.
So Darrow goes down. You follow. Marstone, you following him?
Before I go down, I'm going
Okay.
to pull out a torch and my
Okay.
tinderbox, and I'm going
Okay.
to light the torch.
Okay.
And yeah,
As
I'll
you guys
the
go
ladder.
down with the light, even without dark vision, now you have some light. You guys all climb down into this room, and I hate to say it, but it's another kind of ghastly sight. As you enter down into this cellar, the first thing you see are piles of pieces of warforged bodies. One warforged is slumped with cobwebs all over him off to the side of the room, and then there's another larger pile that kind of circles around a stone chair of some kind, almost throne-like, sitting in the center of the cellar. Stains of oil and chemical matter all over the place. Zyxx, make a perception check as you get down here too.
Oh, it's another natural 20, so it's 25, and then I made another check
cow.
because I hit the wrong button.
Zyxx, the right side of the room, the wall. The foundation in one spot, a large circle, about 5 or 6 feet tall. You see small little gray pill bugs marching around in a circle around the rotting foundation. Amongst that circle, one bug in particular crawls away and comes back to you.
I assume it's Beatrice.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, there you go. So tell me what's going. What are you doing here? What? I mean,
Crawls around your neck a little bit. Thank God, I thought I lost her. I was gonna be in so much trouble.
yeah, that would have been on you. Like, you got
So-
lucky this time, friend.
What do you make of all this?
Are they marching in a very distinct pattern
Yep.
on the foundation?
A large circle
Just okay.
around a rotted portion, a darker gray area on the foundation, yeah.
Hey, so you other people, I don't really know buildings. Does that look safe? Like it's gonna collapse on us?
Doesn't look sound, no.
I better go poke it with a stick, and I'll walk over and see if it's like falling apart, kind of moist and fleshy. I don't know.
Okay.
like yeah, like rotting wood. I don't know. Whatever.
All right, what are you poking it with?
My walking stick, my bow stick.
Okay. Yeah, you go over and you go straight up to the center of where this circle is, which is about, the size of Marstone stood up. This large circle of these small little gray pill bugs, which are emitting the same kind of smoke that the bugs in the forest did, and you tap the center of the foundation. The concrete stone, it crumbles away. Almost just like dead skin And as it crumbles away, you see a vertical circle of swirling gray-like matter on the wall. Just churning. Just... as the bugs march around it.
Do you think it's another portal?
Does it look the same as the other?
Looks, yeah, aside from it being vertical, yeah, it's pretty identical, yeah.
This is not good. I think it is another portal. I think this time we should avoid touching it. As a matter of fact, I think we should leave immediately. This place is cursed as it is.
Darrow is just like eyes darting around to everything in the room, a little overwhelmed.
They knew this was here, right? Is this what they were looking for?
I don't believe so, no.
She kept saying a ring. This is a ring.
No, I think the piece of jewelry that K1 holds now.
Well, okay, well, slow down. K1? Who the hell is K1?
Oh, right. He's named himself the Warforged.
Oh, Johnny 5, you let me down.
No, Johnny 5 is a horrible name. This is much better.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, agree to disagree.
As you guys all look around this basement here, we'll cut back real quick. As you look at this ring, K1, there is a faint magical aura about it. The magical property that you feel that it's emitting is not one of an effect that you feel would mimic like a magical item. You observe that this ring perhaps acts more as like a magical key to something. It's has runes on the inside of it, especially as you take the time to inspect it. And also on the inside of it is an engraving that says D. Yanar, Y-A-N-A-R. And then there's a couple runes and symbols on it, on the inside of the ring as well. But afraid nothing that K1 would know about.
Would I recognize any of that like as a language or a possibility of it being a language?
They look more like symbols.
Okay.
Rather than language.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put it back on my pocket,
Okay.
my little purse, and I'm gonna turn to Gabriel. How is he doing? How does he look?
I just look like I have a cold.
Would you like me to light a fire?
Maybe at our destination.
Yes. I don't think it would be very effective under the rain. Do you know what
It's no longer
glimmer
raining.
is?
I don't know if you've heard me.
It's no longer raining.
It's no longer raining, no. Stopped raining when the airship took off.
Gotcha.
What was your question?
Do you know what glamour weave is?
Do I know what glamour weave is, DM?
History check.
I'm good at that.
The little not so friendly
21.
lady
Nice.
said this was it.
Glamour weave, is a type of magical piece of clothing. It was very, very popular amongst wealthy people of Seer before the war. and certainly, obviously, before the morning. And now that you look at it, it does have stitching in it that is quite elegant and ornate. And you heard stories about it being not just expensive clothing, it's magical clothing.
You said from Seer?
Yeah. Like before wartime.
Yeah, just kind of thinking about it. It was, noblemen, noble women used to have these, particular clothing. It was specifically made for them. It's magical in nature and typically found in Seer. So, where did you find yours?
I woke up and I found it nearby. Inside the nightmare cloud.
Does it look like it was supposed to be a scarf?
I'll leave that up to K1.
Yes, it is a
Okay.
scarf.
Okay.
Well, you have something that's very valuable around your neck.
Interesting. I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna start the process all over again. I'm gonna identify the scarf to try to find out exactly what it does.
Add the uncommon version of Glamour Weave to your inventory, and you may attune and equip it if you would like.
Awesome.
We'll cut back to the basement. Darrow starts to go over to the Warforge that's hunched over, and he starts to clear off the cobwebs on it. Poor guy.
Darrow, I don't know that we should touch anything down here.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I know. I just get a little... I was curious. Marstone? Can we just...
Were they, like, using it for parts? I mean, I thought Warforged were like a whole thing. Can you do this?
Yes, you can.
Guy does not look like he was willing. I'm assuming
None
he's
of
like
them
kind of
do.
tied up and stuff, or I shouldn't have assumed that, but I did. So sorry.
The one hunched over looks like he was just... He's just hunched over against the wall, bent over, clearly deceased. But when you say tied up, you do look over. There are metal chains that are built into the floor around the chair and are kind of just laying in every direction.
This was something sinister. They were destroying Warforged en masse.
There's maybe about 20, 21, 22 Warforged bodies. You estimate down here amongst like the piles and the corners, but it's a little hard to tell because it does look like there are arms and legs that are detached from bodies, so it's a little hard to tell. Everybody down in the basement, go and give me one more perception check.
Ooh. 20 natural.
Niner.
Awesome. Oh, that's right. I'm Darrow. Zyxx. We'll start with Marstone. Even with the 9, there's a certain smell in the air. Smell of burning. You don't see or feel any heat. But also there's a slight smell of musty but distinctive. How much does Marstone know about drugs?
Probably not.
Chemicals. Okay,
much.
there's something very faint in the air amidst the mildewy, stale basement smell. It's like almost floral and inviting, but It's hard to put your finger on it because of how strong the other smells are. It'd be like lighting, it would be like lighting a nice candle in, like, your garbage that's full of garbage, right? Like, you're trying to smell it, it's like coming through, but you're like, this is weird and gross, and I don't know what's happening to my nose right now. It's kind of like that. There's a weird smell in the air that is slightly floral, but is masked somehow. Zyxx, there are designs on the chair. A rune of some kind. There's also, through the darkness, the firelight coming from the torch of Marstone is shining. You see that there's some sort of symbol at the back of the room. Almost at, like, door level. It's like catching the flames of the torchlight.
Yeah, I'll go look at it.
Sure.
There are no other doors. I guess I should have asked other than... Like,
You go...
Just a room?
Yeah, it's like a single cellar room,
Okay.
but you go over to the side, to the other side of the room. There is indeed a circular emblem set upon what appears to be a door inset a wall. And about your height level, instead of there being a handle, there's 4 holes the size of fingers, and it almost looks like a sliding door, but it is all made of metal and stone. And there's a large emblem at the about 4 feet up on this door.
Hey, guys, I think I found something. Have you ever seen anything like this?
I'll walk over and get closer.
Do I
Sure.
recognize this emblem?
Make a history check.
Oh, that's 14.
14's not bad.
Show me potato emblem.
Marstone, you taking a look as well?
Sure.
Go for it. Roll a history check.
You got it. 13.
13. All right, with both of your rolls combined, you both kind of look at it, and you're not sure whether to take it seriously or not. But this is the symbol of the Aurum. And it's mimicked at times by some organizations because the Aurum, specifically this gold bronzy inset, would have represented... The Aurum is basically a secret society that is built up around a lot of the continent's most wealthy and influential people that aren't a part of a house, that like to try to pull the strings behind the scenes. And you've heard stories about them also being influential in your respective home countries or in cities nearby, or heard tales, but also it's been mimicked quite a lot because of how secretive it is. So a lot of times people will just use it to lead people off the trail of whatever real organization they are in. But those thoughts kind of cross your mind as you look at this symbol on the door.
I will put my hands in and try to open it.
Alrighty.
Try to slide it or something. Figure this out,
Yep.
I guess.
Alright, so you place your fingers into the finger holes, and you hear a little bit of a click on both sides of you. And
It's
gas.
either gonna blow up or I did the right thing.
And out of 2 small holes on either side of the frame, gas spills out. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, natural 1. It's a 3.
And as if that wasn't bad enough, you try to reel back, and the door handle also shocks you. You're gonna take 6 lightning damage as you guys all see. Actually, it happens in reverse order. So you reach your hands in, and you all see Zyxx's skeleton briefly as he, and then as he takes his hand away, there's a on either side as there's something sprayed in the air at him. Zyxx, you are, after being shocked, you are now under the effects of Dream Lily. Does Zyxx know what Dream Lily is?
Jordan doesn't know, so I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like mushrooms in caves kind of a goblin, so.
This is a manufactured drug. Okay, so let me get it out really quick. Dream Lily. What is Zyxx's favorite smell?
That would have to be. I was about to say like right after it rains, but he doesn't like water, so that was dumb.
It can be a food or a beverage or a.
Yeah, let's say like roasted meats, like.
All right.
Yeah.
So, kind of like in the most effed up psychological experiment ever, you get shocked at the same time you smell your favorite smell. As you smell these like roasted meats for a second, as you deal with the pain
so
in
nice.
your body.
No, it's not. Oh, but it is. No,
Consuming Dream Lily causes disorienting euphoria, and after the fact brings about remarkable resistance to pain. A creature under the effects of Dream Lily is poisoned for 1 hour. While poisoned, the creature is immune to fear, and the first time you drop to 0 without being killed outright, you drop to 1 instead. However, for 1 hour, you are poisoned, and you feel nothing. It is like the stuff they give you at the dentist before major surgery. You feel nothing. You just turn around and smile and drool. Everything rocks right now. You feel nothing.
guys. Oh, I can feel this out of my face.
All right, I think it's time to go. Darrow.
Darrow goes, what was that? I want to try.
What's it?
No.
I want to try.
No.
What is that?
Darrow, you gotta try this.
He goes up. Roll a persuasion check, Zyxx. At advantage.
We are best friends. That is a 10.
10? Okay. All right, first of all, Marstone, are you gonna stop him? He's like, all right, and he just starts going up to Zyxx.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, you stop him, and he's
I'm
like,
not trying to babysit.
and he goes, oh, come, what is it? I don't understand what's going on. What happened to Zyxx?
He may be sick. We need to help
Oh.
him.
Shoot. All right, Zyxx, buddy, come here. He like gets down
Oh,
on
yeah?
one knee and starts ushering you over like a child. Come
You
here,
got so
come here.
small.
Yeah,
What
come
is
on
happening?
over. I'm gonna take care of you. Come here.
I'm coming. But I'm like taking the smallest steps, being like, whoa!
Yeah, every step sends like this tingling sensation up your body that just makes you feel better and better. You're just like looking down at your legs as they step, and it's just filling you with this wonderful sensation. And you almost can't believe how magical it is that you're a creature that can like just move. Like you can just put one foot in front of the other and you can go anywhere you want. And then Darrow scoops you up like a child and you just fully relax in his arms. Your arms go back and you look straight up and you just start smelling the most beautiful sense of cooked meat and you're just fully relaxed. You feel like you're floating on a cloud and Darrow is like, all right, buddy, we're gonna take care of you.
Yeah, Darrow, check it out. My hands can touch everything but themselves. And then I'll put my hands together and be like, whoa.
Wow. Touch my hand, buddy. He puts his hand out in front of your hand.
They're soft. They're so furry, soft.
He looks up at Marstone like, help. Help me.
Let's get him outside.
Right, okay. And he goes up. And is your intention to leave and go out?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
we're gonna go
guys,
rendezvous with the group.
Gabriel and K1, everybody at this point, it's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Like, it's really late. You guys have been traveling for like 8 hours straight. So you're all getting exhausted. You all see Darrow carrying Zyxx. Zyxx looks... You'd think he looked dead if he wasn't occasionally putting his arms up and like touching Darrow's face softly for no reason. And he just comes
An
out.
acrobat's daughter who hung by her teeth from a noose. But one matinee, her bridgework gave way and she flew through the air like a goose.
Wow,
A goose, Darrow.
that's really good. Geese are pretty
You were going in the
cool.
basement, not the bar.
Marstone, I'll let you take that. I'm gonna get a blanket on this guy. Come on, buddy. And he sets you down next to the statue. Gets his bedroll out.
So as you get closer to K1 and Gabriel, you notice this. As soon as he finished his incantation, he actually looks at the scarf for a few moments, and then he whispers a few words, and his fingertips become cyan again, and this energy is translated from the fingertips to the scarf itself, and the scarf now becomes filled with this like technological glyphs of cyan energy all around.
Don't look,
it.
Zyxx. Don't look, Zyxx.
Oh,
Don't look at it, buddy.
That slightly move and zoom in and zoom out very, very gently as this cyan glimmer contrasts with the orange background that the scarf has. And he puts it back again on.
I throw up.
Alright, let's find somewhere to rest.
Yes. You'll need to sleep this off.
Yes, rain is no longer a problem. Do we continue down the road, or do you
Let's
have...
just find somewhere quick, but besides this home.
Perhaps. Do I see any wooded areas or like covered areas to the north
Yeah.
up the road?
Not to the north, but just to the south would be the northernmost tip of the forest, where Zyxx would have come down the hill. Maybe about a 10-minute walk up a hill
Okay.
to get to it.
Perhaps we should find a space in the trees so as not to be seen.
I agree.
And I'm going to motion to Darrow and K1 like a kind of come on, move out kind of thing, and we'll start trudging
Alright.
up that way.
Yeah. Darrow tries to wipe up a lot of the vomit, which wasn't a terrible amount of vomit for a goblin, but he wipes it up, says, "Come on, buddy," and he takes his bedroll and wraps it around you like a cocoon, and then picks you up again, and then carries you up the hill as you head up to the tree line overlooking the inn. As you start setting up some sort of a camp. But it is very late in the evening. You're all very tired. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna go next to a tree, and I'm gonna extend my dagger and start chopping little ramas. How do you say that in English?
Sticks.
Sticks, twigs.
Yeah, sticks. Sticks will work to get back to the group.
You got it.
I'm gonna start making somewhat campfire. And as soon as I have enough sticks on the ground, I'm gonna extend my hand. My fingers are gonna separate, and I'm gonna cast Energy Blast on the campfire. Because that's the only way I know how to make fire.
Sets up a nice little teepee of sticks, nice and gentle.
Mhm.
Would you guys like to chat or do anything
This
before
ring
you head off?
seems to be a key of some sorts, and judging for how pissed that person was, she needed it very badly.
Perhaps it's a good thing she didn't get it.
But that also means that if they put 2 and 2 together, they might come back for us.
Well, hopefully we'll be far, far away by then. My hope is that we reach Araldusk by morning. Or not morning, afternoon, rather.
Do we want to put the ring back where it belongs? And
No.
leave it here?
Hold on to it. It may be of use.
Okay. Also,
Do you have the ring out?
Yep, I'm showing it to them.
Marstone, make a perception check.
Okay. I use my perception at an 11. What do I see?
As he holds the ring out, the only thing that you notice is that there is indeed like writing and inscriptions on the inside of the ring.
Okay.
These are very strange symbols that I do not recognize. Maybe any of you can recognize them. And I'm gonna start passing the ring along to the entire group to see if anybody picks something that I couldn't realize.
I'll take a look.
Sure. You read it, and it, in common, has the initial D, and then says, D.Yanar on it, on the inside. And there's one rune that you can make an Arcana check if you would like. And then there's another symbol on the inside.
20 for Arcana.
Ooh.
What was the initials? D. Dot.
Yanar. Y-A-N-A-R.
Okay. I'll let you explain and then I'll go back to what I was
Sure. In your studies, learning how to use your source of magic, you have heard of clerics and paladins who have been able to use the silver flame to create locks of some kind. A magical lock. You've seen this in a tome somewhere. Where the light of the silver flame could be transferred to an object that could be used as a key for something that doesn't have a physical lock in order to lock or unlock it. This is that symbol.
This is interesting.
There's also another symbol on the inside of the ring on the other side of the name, but it does not look familiar to you.
Does the name D. Dot Yanar sound familiar to me at all?
No.
Okay. Well, I think I know why this ring was so important to them. I've read about these symbols that it could, or at least this ring, could be a potential key to open up something else. Not your conventional key, but just a magical key in general. I'm gonna hand off the ring to the next person.
Gabriel holds his hand out.
Yeah.
I hold a
Anyone
hand
else?
up.
Okay.
I'd rather,
Anyone else want
I'd
to?
rather get some rest, please. It's very late.
Oh,
We have a-
do you guys know what goblin blood is made of?
Is it blood?
It's hemogoblin.
Let's all get some rest. I think he needs a little sleep.
I'm gonna hand the ring back to K1.
Okay, I'll take it. Are you sure I should keep this?
Why not?
I don't know what to use it for. Opening something that we do not know. Maybe we put it back, or maybe we bury it.
Well, if you like, I can hold on to it. Maybe
Okay.
somebody in my order can give us a little bit more insight on it.
I'll give it back then.
K1, is your scarf still doing patterns?
No, it's gonna do it just for a little bit, if I
Okay.
recall correctly.
Okay.
Start laying out my bedroll.
Sure. You guys all want to get some sleep?
Probably take watch.
Yes, I suppose we should. I'll take the first. And I finish laying out the bedroll, and then I get up and I walk out and kind of sit on a tree.
Okay. Make a perception check at disadvantage.
$11.
11, okay. Everybody else just going to sleep?
I am going to sleep.
Yeah.
I am, yeah, I'm gonna, it's Marstone taking first watch, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna stand right next to him, and I'm gonna, as the scarf actually has this effect permanently, it takes me a bonus action to engage. While we're not in combat, I'm gonna say he's doing it. If that's okay with you.
Sure.
And actually, these patterns actually like emboss on this scarf. They are kind of a relief, so they grow a little bit off the cloth. They are kind of levitating.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand on my sentinel stance right next to Marstone.
The way
Okay,
I like
please.
to imagine it is like when you put 3D glasses on and it seems like it's projecting an image above the thing, even though when you take the glasses off, it's not. It does that without the need for the glasses at all. Like it will just project little tiny animated patterns and colors, and it was made to get people's attention because they were that rich. So that is what it's used for. I believe you can also make it do certain patterns, like symbols and stuff, if you wanted it to. Yeah.
As long as they're harmless, obviously. And then I have bonuses on a check once per day. As I'm standing right next to Marstone, today we found 2 more of my kind, but they were not friendly.
They were dicks.
No, they were not. They were built for war, built for fighting. And it seems that's what they've kept at.
They didn't seem to have any interest in anything else. Not friends, not names, nothing.
Well, usually your kind are dedicated to a task. Some
I am-
you choose to learn.
I am not sure if I am dedicated to a task. I cannot remember.
Someday you may, but for now, your destiny is in your hands.
Are they all the same?
No,
This
Not all of them.
cold.
some are quite similar to you. Curious. But some are like Wall.
Hard. Okay.
And just
I'm just gonna
before,
go
just
down.
before Zyxx, your eyes kind of close, still feeling pretty good. Just above you in the trees, a small bird lands on a branch, looks down at you, cocks its head. As you slowly close your eyes and smile, you notice it's the same bird you spoke to the first day in the forest. And then it flies away. Marstone. Marstone. You reach a point where you're getting so tired and you notice that the way that the moon is, you probably only have a chance to get your long rest if you go to sleep now. You look over and you see K1's eyes kind of doing this slow swelling up and down in light, giving off his, giving off of his power down state, but still very much aware of the surroundings. And so everyone goes to bed, gets your long rest. Nothing occurs to you at the edge of the forest. And the sun begins to rise on a clear day, shining down on the camp, on the path leading north, and the abandoned shack. What would you all like to do?
I'm gonna take a couple minutes to meditate, change around some spells.
Gonna do a general equipment check. Make sure everything is in good condition. I'm not missing anything. And then I will pack everything up and be at the ready. A little bit... I seem almost agitated this morning. As I stand and kind of pace around.
Darrow kind of throws his pack over his shoulder. All right. So, Arl Dusk, I guess? Zyxx, how you feeling, buddy? Good morning.
How am I feeling?
You feel fine.
Okay.
Last an hour.
I mean, yeah. So I should probably go check out that basement real quick before we leave again. I'll just go down there.
Darrow looks around at the rest of the group.
No.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking too.
I've stalled too long. I need to get back to my order.
Then we should march on. Let's get on the road.
We were headed to a city, right?
Arl Dusk.
Let's continue on.
Have we all eaten? Are we happy, content? Ready to start a march?
Oh, yeah. Have you guys
Just
eaten?
my backpack. Yeah, I mean, we have rations and stuff. I would assume.
You guys marking them off?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
I have not, but I will.
Make sure you start marking them off.
Yep, I'm already
I
dead.
am not.
Holy cow. I'm down 3 because I gave him to the dead changeling.
You did.
To the dead changeling. Oh my god.
Yeah, but now I'm going to tear the sort of leafed paper off one of these bricks of food. It kind of looks like an MRE, like I'm opening up an MRE, and I pull out the different pieces and I just eat it as I walk.
So I will say this is a good time to insert this for this campaign. Rations will suffice and sate your hunger like they would in real life. However, over time, eating rations all the time for your food will start to have an effect on you. You will become grumpy. You would not want to eat nuts and beef jerky for every meal. You will be
Especially
rewarded
if
for paying to go to restaurants, for eating home-cooked meals, for cooking yourself, food at your campsite, stuff like that. And then, of course, mark off your rations when you use them.
Mm-hmm.
So is the intention now to just throw some rations in the face and then pack up and start moving north?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. So, with that, we are going to go to our travel scene. So, as our group moves from the north of the Thornwood Ridgeline to Arldusk, you reckon it'll take you another day and another night, probably, to get there. Everyone, make a survival check for me. Take the average of all of your rolls here and try to figure out what pace you'll be traveling at. For those of you watching the stream, this is exactly where they are in the world.
13.
6.
Alrighty.
3.
So,
Oh no.
Yeah.
as you're marching up the road, you look to the sides. You see off into the distance, way, way far away, there's a speck of white, which you know to be the Mournlands just over the river, becoming more of a large lake-sized body of water to your right, off in the distance, coming in from the Scion Sound. Off to your left in the distance, see rolling hills of what appear to be farmlands. At a certain point, as you're all marching along, from behind you, also from the south, coming along the road, there's a cart pulled by 2 horses. As it gets closer, you see that there is 2 humans at the front of it, but it has not quite reached you guys yet. Is there anything you guys would like to talk about, say, do?
Is the cart, what size is the cart? What does it seem to be carrying?
Imagine just like a Quaker style pilgrim cart, covered.
Okay.
2 horses at the front and a seat just behind the horses, elevated near the top of the cart. White canvasy covering, wood make.
Do we want to perhaps try and hitch a ride?
They're going the opposite way, though, right?
Nope, they're coming from the south, coming north,
Oh.
just like you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we could pay our way, or perhaps bargain.
An offer of service or gold would likely suffice. I think I'll wave them down. Zyxx, Darrow, are you comfortable with this?
I'm good, but not everybody likes goblins in these city parts, so I mean, you gotta vouch for me.
And I just start waving my arm to kind of get their attention.
Sure.
You're with me. You'll be all right.
So who is gonna be like the main instigator here? Like who is stepping up to the cart in front?
I will.
Okay. Marstone, you.
Should I do it again, Marstone?
What?
Oh, okay. Nobody knows what that reference is going to be to. Okay, so yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen again. Marstone, you wave out, and the cart start to slow down. The horses start to go from a trot down to, they slow down. You see 2 humans. They're not poorly dressed, but they're not dressed fancily. 2 blonde-haired guys. One slightly older than the other one. The older one kind of looks out, says, You're kind of a strange group of individuals, but I assume you've got everything under control." And he turns to Gabriel and, puts his eyebrows downwards and nods at you concerningly.
I give him a smile and a nod back.
Silver flame burn bright. What's got y'all trekking up this way? He looks a little nervous.
Okay. We're on our way to Arldusk. we were hoping that perhaps you had some room in your cart. Could save us some time. We're more than happy to pay, or even offer a service in exchange for the travel inconvenience it may cause you.
He looks down at your tabard and your demeanor and your shoulder piece. Make a persuasion check at disadvantage. He looks. He looks at the goblin, the warforged. He looks back. He looks back at you, Gabriel, and he's like, "What's going on here?"
Well, we were all tasked by our own means to check on Arathorn Keep, and they're helping me get back to Traylon.
Arathon Keep still functioning?
Oh yes, it serves a great purpose.
Oh shoot! I thought that thing shut down shortly after the calamity.
It would be of great help, but we don't want to inconvenience you.
Make a persuasion check yourself there, Gabriel.
Okay. 19.
19!
Nice.
He goes, well, Jim and I are heading up to do a pickup, so you're lucky. Don't worry about paying. And he smiles at you specifically, Gabriel. It says, silver flame burn bright. Hop in the back.
Thank you.
You guys go around to the back of the cart, and it's got like a thin layer of hay at the bottom, as if it's been used to transport lots of farmland stuff in it, but it's just empty right now. And there are shelves on either side that could suffice as seats as well, and it's completely covered. You guys all hop in?
Yeah, I'm gonna load in.
I do.
All right.
As we get in there, I'm gonna kind of look over to Gabriel and say, perhaps from now on, you should do the talking in your own country.
I would, but... And I point to my throat.
Of course.
So, is there anything else? I'll probably give you guys...
What are they transporting?
You're not sure. They look like farmers. There's a thin layer of hay spread about on the bottom, but there's nothing in here. It's empty.
Okay. Thank you for taking a lowly goblin, but what are you trying to sell in town?
Make a persuasion check. Your favorite.
Yeah, that's a 4. I was just asking honest questions.
One of the guys in the front, as soon as they get the horses going, yeah, come on. Oh, don't worry about it, Goblin. We're farmers.
I will not worry, because it's a free ride.
It'll be all right.
And now this sort of, as the horses start to go, and it pulls you forward in a motion.
I'm gonna make my way to kind of where they're sitting, but I'm still in the back. So where are you coming from?
So it's it's canvassed up, this cart, so you can't actually see them. Like you're in your own like little hut, and it's a little hard to hear them. It's like muffled. Like you can still yell to them if you wanted to.
No, in that case, I wouldn't bother them.
Gotcha.
I figured it was open on both sides.
No, it's completely covered except for the back.
And then I'll just sit down and rest.
So with the cart, succeeding to persuade the farmers to let you get in the cart, you're probably gonna make it to Arldusk by nighttime now. Cutting a day's worth of travel off. Is there anything that you guys would like to talk about or do or say before you arrive?
In our Wednesday session, I took a pouch or like a little satchel thing from that.
You did?
Yeah. Could I look into that and see what's going on?
Sure.
And what else did I take anything else? I don't think so. No, he gave me something, didn't he?
Did you write it down?
I'm a terrible player. Hang on. Oh, wait.
Did you write it down?
Wait, we talked about this. And I was supposed to add it into something. I made it a quick.
Actually, I had to ask you for a note, so I'll give you a note. You were given a locket. A small locket on a necklace, yeah. So do you get the pouch out?
Yes.
Okay. So everyone sees Zyxx get this pouch out into his lap. And immediately, the stitching and the fabric in it looks similar to K1's scarf. Also, as you take it out and you open it, the faintest little bit of smoke comes out of the bag and then dissipates into the air and then is no more. But it catches everyone's attention.
Where have you been, Zyxx?
Wrong button. Okay. I've been places. I've been all over, and I don't want to say anything, but I'm a little upset that you guys left without me.
You told us to.
Oh, I guess I did. I forgot about
You said
that.
you'd catch up with
You
us.
did
which
say
you
you, yeah. That's what you told me before you gave me a little Giltrude.
Yeah, it's all coming back to me now.
It's okay.
No, the wall receded, and I could swear that it was this like familiar place, but I haven't been on this side of Khorvaire I've never. And so I had to go check it out, and I got real close to that battery thing that was kind of pushing the wall back, and
You went over.
You didn't touch
yeah.
it, did you?
Well, no, I didn't touch it because I mean, like, you get shocked when you touch things. That's what we're learning in this episode. So. But there was a cave-in, and I followed some tracks, and I met a soldier, and he said he was the 501st Brigade. It didn't ring a bell to me, but he was real scared, and he really wanted to find his friends. So I was helping him, and we were walking, but the more we walked in this tunnel, the older he would get. And it was really weird. And then right as I was going to get him out of the tunnel and we were going to go see his friends, he was no more. But he gave me this locket. Now I'll like share it to them and open it up.
Did
What is
this
inside?
soldier die?
That's a good question. Did I open it?
Did he die?
Yeah, no, I mean, more than dead. Like, he drank from the wrong grail and just, like, super gone.
Was he on the other side of the wall then when you found him?
Well, no, he was on this side of the wall, but he came from the other side, like you.
But he was not like me. He
No.
was human.
Yeah, as far as I could tell. A real human kind of looking guy.
Can I see the locket?
Yeah, here you go. He said I need to find, what's his name? It's like two animals together, but they shouldn't be together. Oh, Bullduck. That's what it is. I'm supposed to find Bullduck.
Where?
Oh, I don't know. Somewhere. I mean, I don't have to. He just gave me that, and I think it was like a favor because he was dying. I felt really bad. I gave him your good berry, Darrow, to heal him up. But, boy, 1 HP doesn't do a lot when you're aging like 40 years every hour.
I just like the flavor.
I know, they're nice. It's like, it's spearmint. It's cotton candy. That one I'm really impressed with, my friend.
I'm gonna look over the locket.
Sure. It's a small, it's one of those necklaces where the chain on the necklace is so thin and delicate that you're very careful with touching it. It just falls like a piece of string made of metal. The locket is a small circular bronze locket. There's a little latch at the side of it. It's oval in shape, and there's the crown symbol at the front that is very common of many Sharn origins.
Yeah, I'm gonna open it up.
You open it up and you see a Sharn woman in black and white holding 2 children, very young and smiling. There's a small faint film of dust over it as you take your finger and kind of slide it across, and it reveals the picture.
That's sad, really. I'm gonna close it, hand it back over to him. All the markings from Seer, so must have been his family locket.
The old, he said his kids were, Forsen and Tamrond or so, yeah. Which, he only had 2 kids, but he named one of them Forson. And I'm like, but that would be the 4th son, right? Yeah, I didn't get it.
People have traditions.
But
Maybe that was his.
if this can make it out of the wall and he was okay from like 2 years ago before, because he said that the morning had just like happened. He was trying to describe it to me.
I'm gonna hand it back to him very quickly. and then go.
And I'm actively not taking it, trying to have the conversation as you're like pushing it into my face.
Looking away.
No, so I'm not done talking. And like he was dying. I mean, like out
I'm
of
gonna
it.
toss it in his lap. Perhaps it's maybe find this bullduck.
Yeah. 501st Brigade.
I'm gonna try to grab it. I'm gonna grab the locket.
Oh yeah, here you go.
But maybe not keep it too long. It could be cursed.
And I'm gonna take a closer look at it. If we are, this is gonna take a while, right, to get there? I'm guessing to get to the town.
At this point, you hear, "All right, how you guys feeling back there?"
It's a nice ride, actually.
All right, well, almost there. Can see the tents, so just about there.
Can I pop my head out? Is that possible to see if they're actually taking us where they say they're taking us?
Sure, yeah.
All right, I do that.
Can you imagine? We're getting 5 napped.
You guys are in the Mournland.
You lean your head out and you see just at the horizon the tops of tiny canvas tents. They appear, and then just over the horizon now, a wall as it grows bigger and bigger and bigger the closer you get. And in the distance you indeed see the tent city outside the south wall of Arldusk.
What were your names again? Just, I like to remember my friends.
Well, Thomas and Jim. Jim's my little brother.
Okay.
He's helping me out on this trip. It's his first time.
And where are you from? Why are you making a trip?
Well, we're making a stop. We're from Valathrond. It's just near the border. It's actually just south of the river from Arithon.
Yeah. And but you're farmers there?
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's cool. I'll go back in. Yeah, you guys thank you. I'll just kind of go back inside. So anyway, and then after he
You
died,
hear it? Make a perception check really quick.
Not suspicious at all. 22.
22. You hear the younger brother lean in. Goblins are kind of cool.
Damn right.
Kind of nosy though. And then he lashes out at the horses with the reins one more time and gets you guys moving a little faster towards the gates of Arl Dusk. And before you get to the tent city, one last time, he leans back and says, excuse me, Templar? Sorry? Hello?
I nudge Gabriel.
I was like, I don't think it's talking to me.
What was that? Sorry.
I'm just trying to get the attention of, isn't there Templar back there?
Yes.
Yeah. Would you like us to drive you into town, or would you like to stop at the tent city?
Oh, we can stop at the tents. It's no problem. That way you can
All
get on
right.
your business.
All right. No bother to us. It's just when we get to the city gates, they're going to want to check it, and I'm assuming if you're there, everything's going to be fine, but it's up to you.
We can walk from the tents. It's fine.
Alrighty, your call. And he keeps going. And as you all kind of get your stuff and get ready and get towards the end of the cart, on your left and your right, you start seeing these large canvas tents in various states of wear. And you start seeing tired faces of very poor, not well-off people. You see humans, you see some half-elves, a couple halflings here and there, a dwarf. And then, out to the corners of your eyes, further away from the main road, out more off in the distance, groups of Warforged under less nice-looking tents, clearly grouped together. And they all start coming out to the road and start peering into the back of the cart, looking at your faces. Marstone, every single one of them reminds you of someone. And as you get moving a little bit closer, you hear from the front, all right, well, thought we'd at least bring you up to the shifter portion. And then the horses stop.
I get out.
And you guys get out and you see that there's this very clear blending of poor Sirens into a collection of more eclectic looking tents housed by what appear to be poorer shifter types in various states of shifter form. Some more facial hair, some more body hair, some proudly just in shifted form, wearing very colorful and eclectic clothing, although it seems to be a bit of a mask over the fact that they are still indeed living in tents outside the city. And Darrow slowly gets out and looks out at the tent with a face like he's seen a ghost. And as you are here at the front gates of the city of Arldusk, that is where we'll end episode 6. Session 6 of our Eberron D&D campaign. Players, head on up to post. I will see everybody in chat here in just a moment. Switching on back to the cam. It's very dark. Look at that. Look how dark that is. It's so dark. All right. Hey, it's so not dark. What's up, chat? So, Episode 6, Right and Wrong. There was a lot of right and a lot of wrong in that episode. Man, the amount of butterfly effect in this one was strong. Was very strong. Okay, so this one is just for you, the audience. Stuff that the players and the characters will not know, do not know, but you can know. As the airship with the purple ring of energy around it heads towards the city of Sharn, off to deliver its package to the poor slums in the section of high walls at the base of the city of towers. They complete half of their mission, leaving a very important ring behind. And as they enter the city of Arldusk, passing the very, very poor tent city people, venturing and being nomads outside of this Thrain tourist town, someone very important to Gabriel is already there, waiting for him. Ready for the next step. Thank you guys for watching episode 6 of the Mighty Dungeon Eberron. We'll see you guys every single Friday at 5 PST to continue the story. If you missed any of this, you can watch the VOD. Or all the stuff is gonna go to YouTube, the Mighty Dungeon over on YouTube. So you can go check that stuff out there. And gosh, I'm just so overwhelmed with how many different emotions that as the DM I know is going on behind the scenes that it's gonna play out later. So I'm very excited for you guys to see the rest of this player arc. It's gonna be exciting. So thanks for coming to hang out. Today's the NA stream. I'll see you for a stream this weekend where we play some games and talk and do some other stuff. But as far as D&D, we'll announce when the next episode is gonna be live. And otherwise, we'll see you over on YouTube and all the other stuff beneath the stream. So excited to jump back in next time into another Mighty Dungeon. We'll see you guys next time. Okay. Bye-bye.